Welcome to your biology class. Today we will do the last topic of lesson 14, that is natural resources, and the topic is the oxygen cycle. As we all know, oxygen is very abundant element on our earth. It is found in the elemental form in the atmosphere and the percentage is 21%. Okay. Next major gas टू नाइट्रोजन. नाइट्रोजन के बाद सबसे ज़्यादा एयर में क्या प्रेजेंट है? ऑक्सीजन. It also occurs extensively in the combined form in the earth's crust as well as also in the air in the form of carbon dioxide. In the crust it is also found as the oxides of most metals के oxides के form में मिलते हैं, silicon and also as carbonate, sulfate, nitrate and other minerals. It is also an essential component of most biological molecules like carbohydrates, like example is glucose C6H12O6, proteins, nucleic acids and fats. Students, oxygen cycle in nature. What is the function of oxygen cycle? This cycle in nature maintains the level of oxygen in the atmosphere. And how this cycle is maintained? This cycle is maintained by the utilization of oxygen and then it is released back to the atmosphere. Now how it is utilized? Oxygen from the air it utilized by the following processes. कौन से processes में use होती है friends? Number one, respiration, where glucose combines with oxygen and gives energy along with the formation of CO2 and H2O. Then next we have combustion. What happens in combustion, students? You can see that the fuels, when they burn to give heat energy, then they use oxygen for this process. Okay, again carbon dioxide is formed, water is formed and also heat and light energy they are released. Then the next process in which oxygen is used, that is formation of oxides. Like nitrogen, when it combines with oxygen then it makes nitric oxide, and nitric oxide when combines with oxygen then it makes nitrogen dioxide. So in this way oxides of various elements are formed when they combine with oxygen. And one more process in which oxygen is used, students, when the dead and decaying organic matter is decomposed by the microorganisms. So they use oxygen and then they form the different products by using oxygen. So in these processes, in these four processes, oxygen is used up. Now how it is released or how it is replenished? Replenishment of oxygen, if we see, then it is returned to the atmosphere by only one major process, that is photosynthesis. And photosynthesis, where the plants or all the life forms containing chlorophyll, they prepare food with the help of carbon dioxide, water in the presence of sunlight. Okay. So what are the end products? Glucose, that is C6H12O6 and oxygen. Oxygen is released into the atmosphere. Then students, if we see, the elemental oxygen is normally found in the form of diatomic molecule. If we talk about the ozone layer, but in the upper layer of the atmosphere, a molecule containing 3 atoms of oxygen is found, means ki its formula is O3 and this is called ozone. So unlike the normal diatomic molecule of oxygen, ozone is poisonous. And students, because it is not stable, it is not nearer to the earth's surface, that is why we are not harmed by its poisonous nature. But it all performs, ozone layer is very important because where it is found, it absorbs the, reflects the ultraviolet rays of the sun and then it does not allow them to enter into the earth's atmosphere, because these ultraviolet radiations, they are harmful. Okay, they can damage the life forms. So that is why ozone layer is a protective layer for us. It protects our earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. You can see that ozone layer is present in which layer of atmosphere students? Stratosphere. Stratosphere में ये present रहती है and ये जो layer है ये comparative comparison में देखें तो इतना ऊपर है so that we are not harmed by its poisonous nature, but it protects the earth from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. The ozone layer, friends, because due to some the man-made compounds like which contain CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, okay, कार्बन कंपाउंड जिनमें क्लोरीन और फ्लोरीन दोनों प्रेजेंट रहते हैं, इस तरह के कुछ ऐसे कंपाउंड्स हैं स्टूडेंट्स विच आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर depleting this ozone layer. Depleting means where the ozone layer is thinned. वहाँ पर ओजोन जो है एक्चुअली क्या करते हैं, ये जो CFC कंपाउंड्स हैं वहाँ पर ओजोन लेयर के साथ ओजोन के साथ रिएक्ट करते हैं एंड देन दे ब्रेक ओजोन इनटू O2 एंड O. ये जो ब्रेकेज है स्टूडेंट इसकी वजह से ओजोन लेयर जो हो जाती है दैट बिकम थिन एट दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस. Okay, and this results in the reduction of ozone layer and this is called ozone depletion. और आपको मालूम ही है कि कुछ टाइम पहले now it has been improved but in past a hole was discovered in the ozone layer above the Antarctica. Now what are the harmful effects of ozone depletion? Ozone depletion के effects which are very harmful क्या है, देखिए effects on human health. The humans will be directly exposed to the harmful ultraviolet radiations और जिसकी वजह से क्या होगा, that can lead to skin diseases like cancer, sunburns, cataract and quick aging and also the weak immune system. Now effects of animals, if we see direct exposure to ultraviolet radiation strength that leads to skin and eye cancer in animals also. Then if we see its effect on the environment, the strong ultraviolet ray may lead to the minimal growth, flowering, photosynthesis in plants. Plants को भी harm पहुँचता है students. The forest they also have to bear the harmful effects of the ultraviolet rays. And marine life भी इससे नहीं बच पाती है students. The planktons they are greatly affected by the exposure to harmful ultraviolet rays. These are higher in the aquatic food chain. अगर स्टूडेंट देखिए प्लैंक्टॉन्स डिस्ट्रॉय हो जाते हैं, ओके, सो द ऑर्गेनिजम्स प्रेजेंट इन द फूड चेन दे आर ऑल्सो अफेक्टेड. सो स्टूडेंट्स वी सी दैट इट इफेक्ट्स ऑन मेराइन लाइफ ऑल्सो, it affects on the environment also, it affects on the plants and animals also. So we have to use the products which are not harming this ozone layer. हमें ऐसे products use करने की ज़रूरत है स्टूडेंट्स जो इन ओजोन लेयर को हार्म ना पहुँचाए, ना ही डिप्लीट करे. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट बाय दिस टॉपिक the things are complete now. All the topics have been covered and a worksheet has been given on the basis of this video, on the basis of the concepts given in the video. Complete your worksheets from 16 to 22. All these worksheets are of lesson 14 and in these worksheets students many questions are there to cover all the concepts, all the topics given in the chapter. Okay, so thank you students, thanks a lot.